Hi everybody, my name is Vinyasa and welcome to my channel. And I believe that yoga is for everybody. So let's get to it. We're going to start tonight lying down on our backs. So go ahead and lie down, finding a comfortable position. And just start to focus on your breath. Just start to turn your attention inward and arrive in this space right here, right now. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just start to feel the breath, start to experience the breath. Just feel the inhale. Feel the chest rise and feel the belly rise. And with your exhale, just feel the belly fall, feel the chest fall. Just begin to experience the breath. Deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Your next inhale, let's pull the right knee into the chest. Give it a little love, rock it back and forth. Take the left hand, grabbing onto the right knee, and just gently pull the leg over the body. You can readjust your arms, extending your arms out wide. You can gaze in the opposite direction over the right fingertips. Roll onto the back. Giving that knee one last little bit of love. Let's cross the right right ankle over the left knee. Pull the left leg in toward the body. You can interlace the hands behind the thighs, or you can interlace your hands over your shin, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And just gently work the left leg toward the body. Just breathing, experiencing the opening. Go ahead and release. Send the left leg out long. Pull the right leg back into the body. We're going to take a half happy baby. So you can take your right hand and grab it behind your right thigh, or you can grab for the outer edge of the right foot with your right hand. Either way, you're working the right knee in toward the right armpit. You can take this in stillness, or you can move around a bit. You can bend and straighten the knee. Do this to your tolerance, your limitations. Listen to your body, however you're feeling in this moment in time. You want to stretch the leg all the way out. You want to open it. Whatever feels good to you. Just working into that hip nice and gently. You're ready to release. Sending that right leg long to meet the left. We'll switch sides. I'll pull the left leg into the body. Rock it back and forth. Take the right hand, grabbing onto the left knee, and pull it across the body. Again, if you need to readjust those shoulder blades, extending that left arm long, gazing over the left fingertips. Just feeling that nice spinal rotation. When you're ready, we'll return to our backs. Give that left leg a little bit of love. And we'll cross the left ankle over the right knee. Slide the sole of the right foot up. Go ahead and pull that right thigh in towards your body. And again, you can interlace your hands behind your thigh or over your shin. Whatever works for you. Taking our figure 4 here. Just breathe and feel what you're feeling. Go ahead and release, sending that right leg out long. Pull the left leg back into the body, and we'll take that half happy baby again. So either you can grab on behind your left thigh or grab on for the outer edge of the left foot. And again, you're going to take this in stillness or in movement, whatever variation serves you. Bend and straighten that knee. Either way, we're working that left knee in toward the left armpit. Whatever feels good to you. Beginning to open up the body. Go ahead and release. Sending that left leg nice and long to meet the right. We'll pull both knees into the chest. Give it a little bit of love. And we can take some spinal rocks here. We're going to end up sitting, rolling over our ankles, and making our way into tabletop. So we can take some nice spinal rolls here. Roll over the ankles. And we'll find our tabletop pose. Here we are in our tabletop pose. Let's go ahead and take some cat-cows here. So you can allow the belly to dip as you inhale, lifting your gaze. And as you exhale, go ahead, round the back, drop the gaze, and tuck the tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Follow your breath. Allow your breath to set the pace for your movement. Feel these opening the spinal column again. Gently warm up the body. And follow our own limitations. What feels good to us. Yoga is all about what feels good to you, not anybody else. We will inhale the right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to thread our right arm underneath our left, bringing the right temple down to the mat, threading your needle. Just breathe here. You can walk the left fingers forward if it feels good to you. You can take a bind and bring the left arm behind the back. Or you can just keep the left arm right where it is. And when you are ready, push our bodies back up. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And exhale the right arm back down to meet the left, finding our tabletop. I'm going to tuck those toes and go ahead and sit back, bringing your butt to your heels. I'm taking a toe stand here, so you can go ahead and untuck those little pinky toes. Invite the pinky toe to your little toe party here. Sit up nice and tall. We'll inhale, the arms open. And as you exhale, go ahead and give yourself a nice big hug. As you breathe, just feel the expansion in your shoulder blades, your upper back. If at any point this is too much for your toes, just untuck your toes and sit down on your heels. You will inhale, the arms open wide. And this time as you exhale, the opposite arm is going to go on the top, giving yourself another hug. Go ahead and inhale, those arms open wide. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, hands to your thighs, and go ahead and release those toes. And go ahead and kind of pedal them out a little bit. We will find our way back to our tabletop, and we will take the threading the needle on the other side. So this time, inhale the left arm up, reaching the fingertips high. Exhale, left arm threads underneath the right this time. Left temple comes down to the mat. Take whatever variation of the right arm you like. If you want to walk the right arm out forward, you want to take that bind. When you're ready, you can push the top body up. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. And the left hand back down to meet the right, finding our tabletop again. Let's go ahead and inhale the right leg back behind us. You can point and flex the foot, circle out the ankle. Inhale, right leg is long. Tailbone is tucked, so you're engaging that core. As you exhale, round the back, bring the knee toward the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. 2. Inhale, extend. This time as you exhale, bring the knee toward the nose. Step that right foot in front of your hands. We're going to dip into the left knee. The left leg is back and on the ground. We're going to come up and find our crescent lunge. So your hands can be on top of your right knee, your right thigh. You're dipping into that left hip. Your right knee can track over the right ankle in this pose. Breathing here, feel that opening in the left hip. When you're ready, you can bring your hands down to the mat. We're going to walk those hands back, finding your runner's lunge. So the right toes are pointed toward the sky. Your chest is working its way toward your thigh. You're never straightening your head or your neck. Never forcing yourself beyond your limitations. Always listen to your body. Just breathe into the back of that leg and feel the opening. Let's go ahead and put a bend in that front knee. Walk your hands forward. We'll bring the right leg back to meet the left. Finding our tabletop again. we can extend that right leg nice and long behind us. Go ahead and drop the right foot to the floor. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of the right leg and inhale the right arm up to the sky for our modified side plank. Go ahead. Inhale, and as you exhale, we'll cartwheel the arm back down, finding our tabletop again. So take any movements here that might feel good to you. You know where we're going. We're going to take that second side now. So if you ever want to take any cat-cows, hip circles, whatever feels good to you. We'll meet in our neutral tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and let's extend that left leg long this time. Again, you can bend and flex that foot, circle out the ankle. Inhale the left leg back, tighten that booty, tighten that core. And as you exhale, knee to nose, rounding back. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee steps, right foot, left foot steps in front of the hands. And again, we're going to dip down to that right hip this time, feeling our crescent lunge. Hands come to the top of the thighs. Feeling that dip in the right hip this time. Just breathing here. Finding that opening in the body. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. We're going to walk those hands back, straightening out the front leg. Left toes point toward the sky. Working the chest toward the thighs, breathing, feeling the opening in the back of the left leg. Just allow your body to sink into the pose. Never force any movements. Just allow your body to open and feel good. Taking a bend in that front knee, go ahead and walk your hands forward. Bring the left leg back to meet the right this time. Finding our tabletop. Just for a second, we're going to extend that left leg long. Bring the toes down to the mat. Spin onto the outer edge of the inner edge of the left foot. And inhale that left arm up to the sky for our modified side plank. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's cartwheel that left arm forward. Spinning back, finding our neutral tabletop again. When you are ready, we're going to tuck those toes, lift those hips, and find our downward dog. So here we are in our first downward dog of the night. Let's go ahead and pedal out those feet, pedal out and walk your dog. You're going to bend one knee and work the opposite heel into the mat. Just make sure that your biceps are facing toward the sky and your triceps are facing toward the earth. And you really want to try to relax your head, neck, and shoulders here. You should not be looking up to the top of the mat. You should not be looking in between your hands. You should be looking in between your feet. I always like to come on the balls of both my feet and then work both heels into the ground. Working my chest toward my thighs. Keeping those biceps shining to the sky. Let's go ahead and take a flow here. So let's just rock forward, finding our plank pose. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. If you're going to chaturanga, make sure that you hug your elbows in toward your ribcage. Come up into upward dog. Shoulders are out of your ears. Heart is shining forward. Tuck those toes, lift those hips, downward dog. Let's go ahead and inhale that right leg up. Again, you can bend and flex your ankle, roll out the foot. You can bend your knee and open up that hip. Just make sure you're putting weight in both your hands. Extend that right leg long. Inhale. As you exhale, round your back, knee to nose. Step that foot in between your hands. Spin the back heel down to 45-degree angle. And we will inhale the arms up and overhead, finding our warrior one. So in our warrior one, the back leg is straight. Make sure the front knee is tracking over the front toes. You're not letting the knee come inward. So keep that knee open, keep that thigh open. Engage the core, tighten the tailbone. Your hips are rotated, they're facing forward. So you want to work on pulling the right hip back and pulling the left hip forward. And you can check that out by putting your hands on your hips, just feeling where they are. That is our beautiful warrior one. We will straighten the front leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and fold forward over that front leg. Finding our pyramid pose. This is a great place if you want to use blocks to put your hands on blocks to just raise the surface. Your pyramid can be as big or as small as you need it to be. Just want to make sure that your hips are facing forward. And again, you're just allowing your chest to fall towards your thigh. Never straining. When you're ready, let's bring the right arm to the inside of the right leg, and we're going to step the right leg back to meet the left for our downward dog again. So working your downward dog. We're going to walk those feet forward to meet our hands and find a forward fold. So forward fold is just exactly as it sounds. You're just folding forward. You really want to allow your head and neck to just hang here. You don't want to hold any tension in your head or your neck. You can put a slight bend in your knees if you need to, that's fine. But you don't want to hold any tension in your head or your neck, which is actually harder than it sounds. So we will inhale those arms dramatically out to the side, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Tiny back bend if it feels good. Then as you exhale, let's bring your hands to heart center. And you guessed it, we're going to sink down and find our chair. So make sure when you gaze down, you can see all 10 toes, and that tailbone is tucked nice and tight. Let's inhale and rise. Exhale, lower down into your chair. Inhale, rise. One more, exhale, lower down into your chair. And we're going to take a twisted chair. So take the left elbow, hook it on the outside of the right knee to give you a little bit of leverage for your twist. We will inhale and rise back to center. Inhale up, inhale, upward salute, tiny back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward, one vertebrae at a time. Finding our forward fold again. Again, forward fold, head and neck just hangs, no tension. And when you are ready, we're going to walk those feet back and find our downward dog again. Inhale the left leg up this time. Go ahead and point, flex that foot, roll up the ankle, bend and open up that hip. Inhale, extend that left leg nice and long. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Step that left foot in between the hands. Spin the right heel down to 45-degree angle. Inhale those arms up overhead, finding our warrior one. So again, you can check your hips. You want to make sure that the hips are pointed in the same direction. So you want the left hip to be working back, the right hip to be working forward. The front knee is over the front ankle. And again, make sure the knee is tracking straight and you're not letting it come inward. So we are in our warrior one. Straighten the front knee. Hinge forward over the hips. Bringing those arms down, finding our pyramid pose. Again, just breathe here, allowing the chest to sink toward the thigh. Breathing and feeling the opening. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left leg. Step that left leg back, finding our downward dog. Walk the feet toward the hands. Again, finding our forward fold. Just turning to face you. Again, just let your body hang forward. Don't hold any tension in your head or your neck. Tiny bend those knees if you need to. Inhale the arms up, overhead. Tiny back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Knees together, feet together. And let's find our chair. Inhale. Exhale, lower into your chair. Gazing down, making sure you can see all 10 toes. Tucking that tailbone tight. Rise. Lower, sink down into your chair. Rise. One more, sink down into your chair with your inhale, and as you exhale, we'll take the twist to the other side. So the right elbows come to the outside of the left knee. Twisting. Twisting is so good for the body, so good for the digestion. Wringing out your internal organs like a little sponge. We will come back to center. Rise once again. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Finding our forward fold again. Let us go ahead and step back, finding our downward dog. Let's just take another flow here. I'm going to rock forward, finding our plank pose. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Push up, finding your upward dog. Lift those toes, lift those hips, downward dog. Let us go ahead, make our way down through tabletop maybe to find our way onto our backs. And we took 2 half happy babies at the beginning of class, so we'll end our class. Our last pose will be a full happy baby. So you can go ahead and pull your knees into your chest. You can bring your arms inside of your legs. Grab onto the outer edges of your feet. Here we are in our full happy baby. You're working your knees in towards your armpits. The soles of your feet are planted on the sky. And again, you can take this in movement, or you can take this in stillness. You can rock from side to side. Again, you could take those movements with your legs, kind of bending, straightening. Again, to your tolerance, to what your body feels good with tonight. You're ready to release. Bring those knees in towards your chest. One final little bout of love. Send those legs out long. Bring those arms down by your sides. And find a comfortable resting position for our Shavasana. Just begin to return to your breath. Begin to arrive in your space. Begin to feel the connection with your body. If you'd like, you can put your hand on your heart and hand on your belly like we did at the beginning of class. Just feel the breath. Experience the breath. Experience the inhale. Feel the chest rise. Feel the belly rise. Experience the exhale. Feel the chest fall. Feel the belly fall. When you're ready, we're going to roll right side of your mat. Go ahead and return to a sitting position. I thank you so much for joining me this evening as it turned into dusk on our yoga journey, allowing me to be your guide. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.